This is Secklow 105.5 FM.
This is Mike Johnson for Secklow 105.5, and I'm joined in studio by James Grimsey. James, welcome to Secklow 105.5. Why have you left where you are to come and see me today? What's happening in your world this weekend?
So this weekend, our students from Arts One in Milton Keynes are competing in pitch battle on Saturday night, BBC One, and we're taking on 5 other choirs to be crowned champion of the episode and hopefully go through to the live final.
Wow, taking on 5 other choirs. So you must be quite strong to take on 5 choirs.
It's called pitch battle for a reason.
Okay.
So really it's about, there's several rounds. We start off with a showstopper round where we're backflipping and dancing and loads of choreography, tight harmonies. The second round is a bit more like the Pitch Perfect movies. So if anyone doesn't know, in the Pitch Perfect movies, they have choirs that sing off against each other.
Right.
So we're lined up face to face with another choir, and we take it in turns to literally hit them with everything we've got.
Wow.
They hit us back.
Wow.
And then the judges cut one of the choirs from the process.
Okay, right. Well, I literally just saw the first part of it yesterday, and there's a choir from Liverpool. It's a recording that I watched.
Yeah.
There's a choir from Liverpool against another one. I can't remember, an all-girl a cappella choir. So, wow. So, man, how is your choir doing? Are they ready for this?
Oh, they're totally ready for it.
Yeah?
There's 24 of us in the choir, so it's
Right.
quite a big choir.
Okay.
And these guys are on our musical theatre sixth form. They're training full time in this, so this is their career path. They literally train in ballet, jazz, singing, voice, acting, the whole thing. So this is really just an opportunity to kind of show what they can do, and hopefully make Milton Keynes proud.
Right. Now you're gonna be judged by some pretty serious people in your episode. Who's gonna be judging you?
So head of the panel is Gareth Malone, the nation's favourite choir master.
Oh boy.
And then there's also Seal, famous for like Kiss from a Rose.
Okay. Yes.
And Khalees.
Right.
Khalees, I think her big hit was Milkshake, actually. But yeah, I mean, those guys, it's great for our students to get in front of an industry panel like that and just kind of get some feedback and have an opportunity to showcase themselves.
And I guess as you advance, when you advance, you're going to be given a tutor, a coach?
Yeah, I mean, we already worked with an arranger,
Right.
so it's been a really fantastic process. I mean, I've spent a lot of my working life on the other side of it, so
Right.
I've worked on like The Voice Kids and The X
Okay.
Factor and those kind of
Right,
shows.
right.
So this is not often am I the other side where I'm a contributor on the program. So our process in this show has been absolutely brilliant. We've met amazing kind of coaches and choreographers, and the other choirs are just totally inspirational. There's a guy called Deke Sharon, who's the musical director of Pitch Perfect movies, and he's
Right.
like the mastermind to the show.
Right.
And he's like an American inspiration energy bubble. Basically, he talks about the show like it's not about winning, prize money or kind of
Yes.
just singing great. It's about changing the world.
Wow.
It's like you guys, for our choir as a young choir, he's like you need to inspire the next generation of singers to get off the streets, get
Right.
into a choir,
Okay.
start singing. So it's like a battle cry.
Wow. Okay. I know one of the not a judge, but one of the mentors, the coaches, Mark Delissa.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, this is encouraging because I've just been on tour with another choir from America, actually called Aeolians, and there's 60 of them off to this Music Eisteddfod in Wales. So
great.
it seems choirs are making a big impact at the moment in the musical world. And Perfect Six. So tell me a little bit more about the school, where they come from, and so on.
So Arts One's been running in Milton Keynes we're in our 11th year.
Right.
So we've been training young people for over a decade. And we train people from the age of 2 up to adults in their 80s, the whole spectrum. But Perfect Sixth are our sixth form. So 2 years ago, we set up a full-time training provision for 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds that are looking to do this as a career. And so we've put together a vocational 2-year course that means they can train intensively in their passion, so musical theatre, and then go on to some of the best schools in the country. This week, our first set of students are leaving us. So they're going off to schools like the Erdang Academy, where else are they going? They're going to Mad College, to Guildford School of Acting, some of the kind of top conservatoires as well as universities to carry on their passion at the next level.
Wow. Well, I didn't know about it. I mean, when you mentioned, sixth form, I was thinking of the regular senior schools here in Milton Keynes, but this is a specialist school, arts and entertainment school.
Yeah.
So, are you looking for more people, I guess?
Yeah, totally. I mean, at the minute, we're just doing our final auditions for September. So we've now got 2 courses. So we had musical theatre, which started us off, and now we've launched a dance course. So we're looking for aspirational musical theatre performers, and we're looking for aspirational dancers, people who want to make this into their career. It's probably one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life. I can't say it's easy, but it's the training and the kind of learning from mistakes and life skills. Our students are fantastic people. When I did their final tutorials, I literally asked each of them, what's your advice for the next generation?
Yeah.
And the things they came out with were just incredible, talking about, focusing on what you want to achieve and not taking feedback as a criticism, but taking it as an improvement point. It kind of tells you that you've done your job when you're kind of like, you don't need me anymore. Yeah. You're ready to fly. And so that's kind of what it was.
Because in your world, I mean, most worlds, but in your world particularly, it can be quite cruel in terms of being rejected, Well,
everyone knows the TV shows, right? Everyone sees kind of the Simon Cowell, the kind of stereotypical thing. The thing is, you can't train at a high level in anything without receiving feedback. You can't train. You've got to be able to deal with that and take it as kind of, actually, this is what I need to improve, and it's a positive thing. Because it's quite easy, when you've been to school and you've played all the leads since you were 10 years old and you've been the lion in The Wizard of Oz or whatever, and then you say, I want to do this for a career. And when you make something your job, it totally changes the game. It's something that might have been your passion, but now it is your passion, but it's also, you're going to earn money from this. So kind of that step change for young people, it can be really hard. We spend quite a lot of time on mindset and kind of going, do you know what, when you're getting this feedback, how do I process that? How do I make it into a positive? And we've got about 40 full-time students on site at the minute. They're such a family. They support each other. And I think for young people, being in an environment where you're learning with people that want to do the same thing as you do, they become your professional family, your professional network, theatre people.
Yeah. So tell me about the day. You're on live tomorrow. Is it live tomorrow?
It's a pre-record.
So you're going to be pre-recording.
Yeah.
So run through the day for me. What's going to go through their minds?
So I think in this pre-record, it's sort of a long day of rehearsals and camera rehearsals and the students, we're one of the youngest in the competition. I think we're 17 is the youngest you can be in this competition, and we're up against professional musical theatre groups that are kind of in their 20s and 30s. We're up against a gospel choir, an a cappella group from university. So like a real mix of people. And when you're 17 and you're studying for A levels, and then you're up against these choirs, it's quite easy to be intimidated, particularly the pros. These guys are hardened. They've been on the West End. They've, been on cruise ships. They've done all of it. And then you're sharing the stage with them and potentially going to be singing off and battling against these guys that literally, they're 15 years ahead of you. So our student, such an exciting time. They're getting to, the studio's amazing. If you've not seen the show, the screens and the stage, it's absolutely incredible. And for our students, it's for them just going out there and show what they can do.
Right.
Give it everything.
Okay.
Don't leave anything in the rehearsal room.
Right.
Just go hit it.
Okay. So when will we see you then? See your performance?
Yeah. So tomorrow night. 7:30.
7:30.
BBC One.
BBC One.
Yeah. Perfect Sick. There's the
Perfect
name of our
Sick.
choir. And if you're from Milton Keynes, please do cheer us on. Tweet us. Our handle's @Arts1SOP. You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook. Just type us in.
Yes.
Say hello. We've actually got a party that's happening, a screening party, and we're going to be live tweeting from the studio.
Great.
So it's going to be pretty fun and a great time.
Well, James, we wish you and the choir all the very best. Thanks for flying the Milton Keynes flag and so on. Take it easy and have a great time.
Great stuff.
Thanks again.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.